Hi, my name is Bonnie Bouchard, and this is my poem entitled Slut. The worst part about being cheated on is the, who is she? Is she better than me? So I ask him and he says, no, she's not better, just different. Oh. So I find out who she is and then I analyze these differences thoroughly. But now self-doubt has broken the seal and it snatches at my self-confidence with efficient zeal. And it causes me to question my own self-worth. What was real? What was a line just so that you could get what you wanted from me? Just so that I would let you into a place that I told you was sacred and holy to me, a place that you had zero business being. But perhaps, like a little boy lies to his mother, lying to me became a way for you to feel clever. How come you get to feel clever? See, a real man would have just told me how it is straight up, so I could decide for myself what to take and what to give. But instead, I gave up my freedom to choose a more honorable and deserving man than you could ever hope to be to me. See, but now my dopamine levels are plummeting, and I'm left wondering, who is she? It consumes me, and it begins to plague my every thought. What does she have that I don't got? So I call up my friend and I say, okay, you can be 100% honest with me. Is she better than me? And then she says, I must confess, I know that girl and she's a slut anyway. Suddenly, a moment where I begin to feel better, like a hug from my grandma in a big cozy sweater, and I say, you swear that you're not just saying that, right? And she says, I'll tell you, it's the truth. I saw her just the other night. But now I'm looking for a fight. But I know that bloody noses and broken bones, they heal. And I want this to feel the depth of the pain that she put on me. So when I see her, I'm gonna set the beast free, pull out the coup de grace, and jump kick her in the dignity, castrate her sexuality with such strategic brutality that humility becomes her new reality. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take her down a notch. So for the first time in my entire life, I say it. Slut. And I gotta tell you, it felt good. But now I'm recalling memories that make me ashamed to admit it. See, I was only in grade 3 the first time I got called a slut myself. And it left me feeling helpless, defenseless, and utterly humiliated. I got called it so much growing up that I lost count of the times that same word brought me to tears. I lay awake at night, wondering what it even meant in the first place, and how did that little girl in grade 3 know to call me that anyway? Perhaps she couldn't help but overhear her mother say, just trying to comfort her friend on the phone one day, I know that girl and she's a slut anyway. Or maybe it was her older brother, scorned by his most recent lover. How he once thought that he might love her. No. He's not a fool. She is just a slut. See, when I said it that day, I don't really know who it hurt worse, me or her. So I wrote this for both of us. Slut, that word is infused with so much pain, yet you throw it around like it's a grenade set to detonate into a cataclysm of tears that spins out of control, causing a tornado of fear that rips all self-worth from the hinges. What do you stand to gain when another woman cringes, curled over Shame, do you truly think that this is how the dignified behave when you call her a slut? All you do is enslave yourself and engrave yourself with words that have been scribbled in hypocrisy's ink, but now you've maimed yourself and you've repressed yourself, shoved all those indiscretions under the bed, and now they're starting to stink. Slut, that word is a vehicle for hate.